What's up, guys? We're back with another one, and today I'm going to break down UFC 304, Edwards versus Muhammad 2, going down in the brand new Co-op Live Arena in Manchester, United Kingdom. Kicking off the main card in the featherweight division, we have number 6, Arnold Allen, taking on number 10, Giga Chikadze. Arnold Allen is a minus 225 favorite. He's 19-3. He has 7 KOs, 4 submissions, and 8 decisions. Giga is a plus 185 underdog. He's 15-3. He has 9 KOs, 1 submission, and 5 decisions. Arnold Allen made his debut in 2015 in the UFC, and he was on a complete tear. He was 10-0, climbing the ranks. You know, he hadn't lost a fight in 8 years until he fought Max Holloway, which is, you know, the toughest test there possibly is. And he came up short. He lost a decision to Max Holloway in the main event. And then he most recently just fought Mocav, who's undefeated and a huge prospect. And he came up short again. So with him, the first time in his career tasting defeat 2 times in a row, I bet we're going to see, you know, the best Arnold Allen we've seen so far. And not only the best, he's also fighting at home. So, you know, with the UK fans, they bring a different type of energy to the fights, and he's going to want to put on for them. All right, as far as Giga goes, he's 8-1 in the UFC. He's a world-class kickboxer. You know, he's been fighting at the highest level. He has some of the most vicious kicks, and he's a veteran of the game. He's fought some tough competition, and he's coming off of a win. So, you know, he's probably just working on his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu, while still fine-tuning his striking and just coming up with a game plan to beat Arnold Allen. So as far as the fight goes between these guys, Allen has more power with his striking, where I feel that Giga is a little more technical. So I feel like on the feet, it's going to be an exciting matchup. But can Arnold Allen implement more wrestling and set up his takedowns with his strikes to get it to the ground, have it more of a MMA fight instead of just a kickboxing fight on the feet? With me betting, I'm going with Arnold Allen to get the job done. The second fight of the night in the flyweight division, we have number 6, Muhammad Mocav, taking on number 8, Manel Kape. This fight is a pick'em. Manel Kape and Mocav are both minus 110. But going back to Mocav, he's 12-0. He's undefeated. He has 2 KOs, 6 submissions, and 4 decisions. He's a young fighter. He's only 23 years old, but he specializes in wrestling and grappling. He made his UFC debut in 22, and over the course of 2 years, he has a perfect 6-0 record in the UFC, and he's undefeated as a professional fighter. So this is going to be the toughest test he's had, in my opinion. He's fought some challenging guys in Tim Elliott, and then he just is coming off a win against Alex Perez, who is an absolute savage. And, you know, he performed really well in his fights. Manel Kape, he's 19-6. He has 11 KOs, 5 submissions, and 3 decisions. He also only has 6 fights in the UFC. He got into the big show in 2021, but his debut in the UFC, he fought current champion Pantoja, and he only lost a decision to him. And then his second fight in the UFC, he lost another decision, and then he's been on a tear, winning the next 4 fights. So I think this is a spectacular matchup for these guys. Obviously, Muhammad is going to go out there and he's going to try to implement his wrestling and get Kape to the ground. But Kape is so athletic, and he has some fast hands that he has a ton of knockouts and TKOs. So if you get caught with a punch from Manel, man, it's going to be a quick night for him. I could see this fight going either way. It just depends on who comes out and how they implement their game plan. But my gut, I'm going with the veteran. I'm going with Manel Kape to get his hand raised. The next fight in the lightweight division, we have number 15, Bobby Green, taking on Paddy Pimblett. Bobby Green is a minus 185 favorite. Man, he's a absolute veteran and just savage of the game. He's 32-15. He has 11 KOs, 9 submissions, 12 decisions. He's fought the who's who. He's fought world champions, #1 contenders, and he's always game. So, he's exciting on the mic, and he's entertaining as hell in the octagon. So this is a fight I'm really looking forward to. Paddy the Fatty Pimblett is 21-3. He has 6 KOs, 9 submissions, and 6 decisions. He's undefeated in the UFC with 1 fight. Had a lot of controversy behind it, but at the end of the day, he's still undefeated in the UFC. He's from England. He's fighting at home. He's going to have the crowd on his side, and I feel like that has a lot of advantage when the crowds are just going wild. It kind of manipulates and sways the judging to one side. Every time they land a punch, the crowd will go insane. When Bobby Green lands a strike, they'll be quiet. But this is Paddy's biggest test to date, and he's taken on, like I said, a savage of the game, and I couldn't be more excited for this bout. So obviously anything can happen in a fight. Paddy he's a big 155er, but he is really good at jiu-jitsu. And I know I've seen some things back and forth where Bobby Green was saying that he was going to grapple with him, and Paddy's welcoming that. But who knows if that's going to play out. If Paddy were to get the job done, it would have to be with some type of submission or, catching Bobby Green, which anything could happen in a fight. But I think Bobby Green has great hands. He's going to be talking to him the whole time. He's going to be taunting him. He has phenomenal takedown defense, and he is good at grappling. So he's a well-rounded fighter, veteran of the game. I'm picking Bobby Green to get a highlight reel knockout. This video is brought to you by Collagen Synthesis by Salt Wrap. It's a phenomenal product, great company, and I've been taking it for well over a year. It'll help build and maintain cartilage mass. It also helps to reduce joint pain, and it can help to increase joint stability and mobility. I also take it because it gives me the confidence to push my body to the limit because I redline it every time I'm in camp. I feel like I recover faster. Plus, you have a 90-day risk-free guarantee. If you don't like the product within 90 days, they'll refund you 100%. So go to saltwrap.com to learn more about their products. And when you check out, make sure you use code JOSH for 25% off your whole order. In the co-main event of the evening for the interim heavyweight title, we have the champion, Tom Aspinall, taking on number 4 ranked Curtis Blaydes. Aspinall is 14-3. He has 11 KOs, 3 submissions. So all of his wins have come by way of finish. He's a big guy. He's 6'5", 265 pounds. He probably cuts weight to make the heavyweight limit. He moves like a lighter weight, and he has so much power in his hands and athleticism as being a heavyweight. He was undefeated in the UFC. His only blemish was when he fought Curtis Blaydes the last time, and he hurt his knee in 15 seconds into the first round. So we didn't get to see that fight play out. So there's absolutely no insight in the rematch. Curtis Blaydes is a plus 210 underdog. He's 18-4. He has 13 KOs and 5 decisions. An interesting fact about this matchup, Curtis's last loss was to Sergey, and for the interim title, Tom just knocked him out. But at the end of the day, Curtis he's a big guy. He has power in his hands. He's a phenomenal wrestler. So we already know his game plan is probably going to go out there. He's going to kind of weather the storm. He's going to try to get Tom Aspinall's back against the cage and start looking for takedowns where he is an expert on the ground with ground and pound and just control. This matchup, anything could happen. If Curtis goes out there and takes him down, I could see him getting a big TKO win over Tom Aspinall, becoming the new interim champion, or he could just grind him out for 5 rounds. But Aspinall, he's going to look to use his movement and his footwork. And he has so much power in his hands, and he's an athletic specimen. It's a tough one to pick, but I'm leaning with the current interim champion to win. In the main event of the evening, for the welterweight title, we have current champion Leon Edwards taking on number 2 ranked Belal Muhammad. Leon Edwards is a -192 favorite. He's 22-3. He has 7 KOs, 3 submissions, 12 decisions. He's on a 12-fight winning streak. He made his debut so long ago. He lost a split decision, and then a few fights later, he lost to Kamaru Usman by decision, and then has been on a tear, and he's beat some of the GOATs of the division. He just continues to get better and better as a mixed martial artist. And Belal, remember the name Muhammad, is a +160 underdog. He's 23-3. He has 5 KOs, 1 submission, and 17 decisions. Belal is on a 9-fight winning streak, and he's fought Edwards before. They fought back in 21. There is controversy behind that fight as well. There was an eye poke. He couldn't continue, and he's been campaigning for a title fight for years and a rematch, and he finally got it. So I'm excited for this matchup. This card was built around the 2 champions in the co-main event and the main event, Aspinall and Leon Edwards. They're fighting in their home country of England, and the UK fans are something else. The first bout of the evening, they'll be there loud and crazy. So I'm excited to watch this on TV. But with the Edwards and Belal fight, it's going to be a great matchup. Belal's been working so hard with Team Khabib and going back and forth, working on his wrestling, working on the game plan. Leon Edwards is a champion for a reason, and he continues to evolve as a mixed martial artist. So if Belal can go out there and secure the takedown, I could lean towards Belal. But if Edwards goes out there and does what he did against Kamaru Usman, moving around, picking his shots, stuffing the takedowns, he even took Kamaru down. And Kamaru is a great wrestler. So it is a tough fight to pick, but it's hard to bet against the champion. So I'm leaning towards Leon Edwards to retain his welterweight title. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Who you guys got in the fight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.